Can y'all hear me? This is so cool. Okay, let's see. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? What's up? What's up? Hey, everyone. Hey. So y'all just finished watching Love and Marriage Huntsville, right? Yeah, right? I'm gonna give everyone a few minutes to come in. I hope y'all enjoyed the episode. What was it? Sin City Showdown. So, shout out to Carlos King and Kingdom Rain Productions for um, another amazing episode. Hey, 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 what's up? What's up? How y'all doing? Just giving everyone a chance to come in. Y'all tell me where y'all are from. Girl, this episode was a lot. What was a lot to you? What did you feel like was a lot? ATL is in the house. What's up, Atlanta? What's up? What's up? New York, Texas, Memphis, Louisiana. Louisiana, praying for all of you who were affected by the hurricane. Hopefully, if you were affected and you're on this ride, things are getting better. Stay encouraged. Please stay encouraged. Please stay encouraged. Atlanta, OKC. Also, it's 9/11 today, so let's please remember to take a moment today just to have a moment of silence to honor and remember those who lost their lives. Um, 9/11, terrorist, man. So make sure you guys, my phone has a background noise. Let's see, it might be my candle. I have this outside candle in my bedroom, and it makes noise. That could be actually cool. But make sure you guys have a moment of silence today to honor those who lost their lives on 9/11. The sound volume is going in and out. It's extremely low. Okay, maybe I need to talk a little bit louder. Is that better? Maybe that's what I need to do. Orlando is in the house. Um, let me see. It's saying y'all said this right. Let me see what's going on. Hold on. I'm gonna drop this right here. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Y'all hear me better now? Is that better? Much better. Oh, yay. Okay. So I just put my AirPods in. Um, so anyway, again, what I was saying was I hope you guys enjoyed Love and Marriage Huntsville. Um, and I was saying, let's make sure we're continuing to pray for those who were affected by the hurricane. Make sure we're also taking a moment of silence today to pray for the families of those who were victims during 9/11. Um, and let's just make sure that we are definitely doing that. So let's get into the show. First of all, seeing the shooting of Telltale Signs. Wow. The video, just wow. I am totally just in awe. I'm grateful. I'm thankful for the opportunity. I'm grateful that, it was something that was able to be seen. I know a lot of you were wondering, when is the video going to drop? When is the video going to drop? And I could have created and dropped that video a long time ago. But as many of you know, when it comes to production, there are, things that come at a certain time. You may have to wait so that way it can be captured. So, I'm just so glad that I was finally able to do that and everything happened the exact way I could have hoped for. To Stormy, who allowed me to use her estate. Thank you to Naquan, who co-wrote Telltale Signs. Thank you so much to my team, to Travion, the love interest, in the in the video. Thank you so much. When I reached out to him, he gave me a yay immediately, said whatever you need me to do. So thank you, Travion, to my team, my music team, my manager, Dawn Michelle, Mario, Sean, Davion. Thank you guys so much. Just making sure that the day was absolutely amazing. Brian capturing behind the scene footage as well that day. I shot that video in one day. Started early in the morning. I didn't finish till late that night, but that's how I roll. Like, I'm a worker like that. I know a lot of times people want to know, how do you do all the things you do? I believe strongly in getting up and getting moving. There was a time in my life when the end of the day would come and I would be like, dang, I would be like, I wish I could have also, gotten this completed. And I got tired of feeling like that. I got tired of there being things left that I felt like, man, I wish I could have finished. And so I was like, you know what? I've got to start getting up a little bit earlier so that I don't have those moments. So I don't have those times where I am wishing that I had another hour or two to get things done. And so when I get up, I get started with my day. I get moving, I multitask. I typically have several things I'm working on at one time, and that works for me. That works for me. And I can lay down at night when I finally do go to sleep and feel great, and feel, great about where I am and what I'm doing and how everything is going. So, with that being said, I would tell anyone, whatever it is you're trying to do, go for it. Be willing to put the work in, be willing to give your energy to it, and have the faith and like speak positive affirmations over yourself every single day. Um, you know, Every day when you wake up, you should be speaking positive things over your life. You should be speaking positive things, over your business, over your family, every single day. And so that's how I move. That's how I operate on a regular. So back into the episode. So you guys got a chance to see Telltale Signs, and you guys had a chance to see, us going into the reason or purpose behind the Las Vegas trip. So happy anniversary to the Scotts, 15 years. I think that you guys are definitely going to enjoy as the episodes continue and continue showing the activities and the things that were, that happened on this trip. Y'all are going to continue to enjoy seeing that. For me, you guys saw Destiny and I went to Destiny's home, and she and I had a chance to talk. And I see you guys' comments. Y'all are so funny. Um, so Destiny and I had a chance to talk, and I want to say this so that you guys understand and know this about me. I am, and I say this all the time, I am a Scorpio all day, every day. Um, I'm a double Scorpio at that. I'm 11/11. So it's real over here. Scorpios typically don't react or start things, but they react, is what I'll say. So with that being said, I know that, you guys saw from the taco party to Destiny and I having a sit down. So let me say something about this and we can get this out the way. Coming into this season, because I'd experienced so much peace after walking away from my marriage and taking time to myself, and being determined to have peace in my life despite people trying to make my life difficult or make me leaving hard, I guess, in hopes that that would cause me to return. I was determined to have peace in my life. So when it came time to film this season, I was still on the I'm gonna stay in my peaceful state. I've not had drama. I've been able to be calm. My children love me this way. Things are just moving in an amazing direction, and that's what it is. And so, what I will say is, when I went into this season, that's exactly the space that I was in. Period. And when the first thing is what I will say, I will address this. the birthday brunch. And I know Carlos already told you guys that I think 10 couples were interviewed, and Tiffany and Lou were chosen to be a part of this cast. Whenever they came to the birthday brunch, let me clear this up. For one, for one, I didn't remember Tiffany and Destiny ever meeting at my home. We would have things at our home all the time, and we would invite people that we knew. And of course, we know Destiny, and I met Destiny because of Martell and LeBarrett's friendship. And then I've known Tiffany from the business community in Huntsville because she's done a lot of great things in the business community. So they were all invited to, I think it was the season finale party. I recently learned, I didn't even remember what it was, but the season finale party for, I think, season one. And apparently they had this conversation that you guys hear about at the birthday brunch. I didn't even know about that conversation. Destiny, I guess it wasn't a big deal at that time. Destiny ever said anything to me like, hey, so there was this girl at your finale that said nothing. I had never heard about it. Tiffany never came to me and said, so Mel, yeah, I met Destiny and I remember when nothing. So when that was brought up at Destiny's birthday brunch, I was just as surprised as everyone else was. Just because my facial expressions may not be what you think it should be, people who know me know my facial expression was in a shock. Okay. So I was like, whoa, wait, what? So I had never heard that before then. What I will say was at the time to bring it up, absolutely not. But I will also say my defense, when it came to that, my defense for my friend was one, if you listen, you heard me say, it doesn't matter though. It doesn't even matter because that was the truth. It didn't matter anymore. Like, girl, you good. You doing fine. It's a wrap. It don't even matter. My second defense was, but, and people, it's so funny how people take things, but the second defense for her was, but is he a cheater? Is he a cheater? And the reason I asked that, because of course I knew she and I already knew the answer. I We know that we've never caught him cheating. So I knew her answer would be no. So my point that I was making in asking her that, because I wanted her to say it, because like this right here that's being said that makes it seem like he was cheating or was, I know it, I don't think that's true because we've never talked or caught him cheating. You know how girlfriends be like, girl, so he was out. We never ever caught him cheating. So I asked Destiny that question, but is he a cheater? So she could say, no, he's not. I knew the answer. So to take that piece of it away. And then the third piece of it was, and I like, again, I handle things the way I handle them. But the third piece of it was, doesn't he have a business partner though? So in other words, yet again, let's get away from the that he was with somebody he's cheating with. Don't he have a business partner? So it's very interesting to me that people pull what they want to pull and take it the way they want to take it, and um, try to make it fit their own personal agenda. And unfortunately, some of their personal agendas is to find anything wrong that I do with what I do. So, you know, hey, it is what it is. But again, those were my three pieces of things I needed to come out to show this don't even matter right here, what's being said straight up. So that's what it is. Um, Now, I'm also not responsible for a grown person. Everybody at the table, I think, was grown. So if there's something you don't like, shoot, you address it. Address it, and then let's move on. Either we're gonna move on in the right direction, or we're not. I really don't. I don't like or enjoy like people continuously um, talking about things over and over and over and over. Like if there's a disagreement, me and my friends, if we ever disagree on stuff, first of all, neither of us are ever really offended. It's okay to disagree. We don't really get offended. We say what we're gonna say, and then we move on. And we like, all right, what we going for lunch today? And we keep it moving. But it's not something that we, continue to just talk about. So I feel when there's an instance where someone says something or brings something to you that you don't like, then those people can address it as adults and then decide if they want to move forward in a positive space or not. Period. So that's my whole thing on it. You know, let's see what else. I think the next thing was my taco party. It's so funny because some of y'all said, but you was trying to be funny and you left Destiny outside. Really? Really? We went outside because Destiny was late. And when Destiny came, I let her in and greeted her with a big smile and a hug. So that's kind of like, what? What are y'all talking about? Really? Um, I think that um, no, I see somebody said you should have given her the rules about bringing up kids' issues. I do believe kids are off limits, but how was I to know that she was going to bring up kids' issues? Like, I'm not a psychic, I'm not a mind reader. I in no way thought that these conversations or these things would be had. I didn't even know about the situation myself. So, what do you mean? Why would I sit down and give her rules on something that I'm not even thinking we gonna be discussing? I'm thinking we about to have a good time at this birthday brunch and turn up a little bit. What do you mean? So I think that you guys just, just need to really think it through. And yeah, or not. It's up to you. I don't care either way for real, for real. It don't affect my pockets. Think it through or don't, you know. Um, the next thing was the taco party. So at the taco party, I please mind me, Mel. At the taco party, I wanted to say that I didn't leave Destiny out on the front step. I greeted her with a smile and a hug when I got to the door. And the reason I addressed what was stated about there being an issue because it hadn't been private. So when I have the chance with my friends, if I have the chance to address something or I just find out something, I'm not going to hold on to it. I'm going to go ahead. We're going to talk again. I have friends of 14 plus years. When there's something, we talk about and we keep it moving. So, and I'm going to probably do it with a smile because I'm going to try to keep it light. Like, I don't want it to be nothing real serious. Like, shoot, I don't want it to be nothing blown out of proportion, nothing made extra, nothing made dramatic. So I'm probably going to address it like, so I know you ain't got no problem. I heard you got a problem. Yeah, I'm gonna be like that. Like try to keep it light. But what I get in return, I can't control. So that is what it is. But yeah, I will absolutely, not sit around in front of people holding on or thinking something. I tell this to people here and there. Like one thing about me, you're never gonna have to worry about or wonder what I'm thinking because you'll know. If I'm happy, you'll know. If there's a problem, you'll know. If I feel some kind of way, you'll know. I'm not going to um, hold things in. So, the next piece of what I want to say in regards to that before going on to the rest of this episode is when I went to Destiny's home to see her. Again, I was very happy. Looking forward to it. You can go back to the scene and look at my expressions when I got there. And I remember I was there. I was one present. I was very happy to be there. Brought a watermelon for us or whatever. Try to make it cute again and light. Like this ain't that serious. Um, but I felt like I was greeted with a whole different person almost. And so I was like, what? Okay. And what I will say is um, in that moment when I was, so let me say this, I was really taken aback by the fact that we were having that conversation again, that this was an issue. And so I remember feeling like shocked, like, hold on, this what we doing? Like, really? I was like, wait now, can't be turning up this much. I know we doing TV, but now I was feeling like that, like, okay, this is kind of a lot. So for me, my mechanism to stay calm and my mechanism to give people I love respect and try not to react or say something that I may later regret or any of that, I'll get quiet. Anybody who's been around me knows that I will just get quiet. So um, I, whenever I closed my eyes in that scene, it was for one, I couldn't believe this was happening, and two, I'm gonna not respond. I'm gonna keep it what it was. But what you can't do to me is tell me to look at you or open my eyes when you're talking to me. I've never, in all of my years of friendships, of many years of friendships, we don't talk to each other like that. We never, I've never said or had a friend of mine say to me, look at me when I'm talking to you, or open your eyes when I'm talking to you. Because then you're going to get that response, which is, well, I'm not your child. I think y'all skipped over that part. But then you will get the response that I'm not your child. And then you respond with, well, I'm not your, and list all my kids. So, I mean, there's a respect to be had. Um, and what I will say is, at the end of the day, the conversations, some of them that you guys heard, is not conversations that haven't been heard before. Me and Destiny done talked about her being a girl. She'll tell you herself, I know I was a dude in my past life. I act like a man sometimes. She will tell you the same thing. We've had these conversations off camera. Okay. So for those of you who ran with that, it was just like, I said what I said and I absolutely meant what I said. And this wasn't her first time hearing me say it. And the part in the studio y'all didn't hear was when I asked her, has other people said that you are aggressive? Have other people said that? And she says yes. Because it's what it is. She just, and ain't nothing wrong with that, but she just got that. And we joked about it off camera. Like, come on. It is what it is. Um, she has said, yep, I do. I act like a dude sometimes. Or I know I was a dude in my past life. Cause that's just what she is. Like, but it ain't a, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not saying it's bad for her to be strong, but in those situations when I was trying to be calm, it came off aggressive to me. And I'm sure sometimes I've come off aggressive to people. It's a word in the dictionary because it's something people can be. So don't take things and try to make it fit your agenda of, guess, hate mail. Like, keep it 100. Seriously. Um, she may be aggressive, but you're passive aggressive. I actually said I was gonna think about that, me being passive aggressive, because I think sometimes because of how I try to make situations light, because I don't want to come out of my piece. I don't want to be fussing. I don't want to be. I went through a whole damn marriage of that. I ain't trying to be fussing with you. I really ain't trying to be going back and forth with you for real. So for me, I typically will try to just smile, um, and try to laugh it off. Um, and if you take that as passive aggressive, then that's what it is. I mean, somebody said I laugh when I'm getting mad as well. I mean, that's my coping piece. Like, to try to not let it go to another level. That's what I do. Y'all have seen me do that a lot actually since the start of this show. Um, so yeah, I'm laughing. I will sit there and laugh in front of the person who I feel is coming at me the wrong way. I will, but I would rather laugh than go off and go back and forth with you. So just like a person may choose that they want to respond being a certain way, I'm choosing to respond by smiling. Absolutely. So somebody said I laugh a lot or cry if I'm too mad. Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, you can't tell people how to control their feelings. If I was over here going off cussing people out, y'all would have something to say about that too. So it's good that, you know, I'm doing it the way I'm doing it. Um, let's see what else. What y'all got? I'm looking. Um, I love the friendship with Destiny, and it seems to me that Tiffany's presence is the issue. Yeah, Destiny and I are still friends. We're still friends. You know, it is what it is. Let's see. We love you, man. Oh, I love y'all back. So back into, because I'm catching up and getting to this. Um, address that, and again, congratulations to the Scotts on their anniversary. Um, Tiffany is already starting to come on the Vegas trip. The co-parenting session. Oh yeah, the co-parenting session. Miss Price is amazing. She's super, super, a super amazing coach, and so I'm so glad that we definitely utilized her because she is great. What I will say is that I would love for us to start normalizing therapy and normalizing assistance in the Black community instead of us feeling like that means something's wrong with you, because it doesn't mean that. However, there are things that we all go through in life that are big and that are traumatic that we need to take time to address so that we can heal and move on. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. So she's amazing. So look her up if you would like to. She is bomb.com. I will say that remember it still takes time and it takes both people being mature enough and willing to move forward. Sometimes one person may be ready to fully move forward and the other one may not. So then that makes it difficult. But you just have to stay positive. People tell me sometimes, Mel, girl, you just be too positive or you be too calm. They can tell me, like, my makeup artist called me. He said, "Oh, I missed my flight." I said, "Oh, okay." He said, "Dang, why you can't never get mad?" I said, "Y'all ain't finna disrupt my peace. Y'all, look, listen, I'm at a place where I just be like, oh, okay, really? Oh, okay. All right, then. Okay." So so what I will say is you have to be in a space, a mental space, where you are ready and able to move forward and kind of let the extra go, you know. Wanda. So when it comes to Wanda, I definitely feel like she was out of order with a lot of the things that she said. But for me, I continue to try to be respectful because, she's older than I am. So I was taught to be respectful. And at the same time, she's Tisha's mom. Like, I'm not out here trying to disrespect people's as mother. Unnecessary. Just like we say kids are off limits. Like, I'm not going to be out here trying to go. Of course, y'all know I can clap back now. If you don't, go back to season one. If you knew, go season one, season two. I can clap back real hard. However, I try my best to stay in the space I am and make sure that I'm being respectful, not trying to go off on people's as mother, you know. So, was it out of order? Absolutely. Is it something I would ever tell my daughter? Absolutely not. Is it something my mother has told me? Absolutely not. My mom has never told me to worry about me having 4 kids and somebody wanted me or not. First of all, ain't nothing wrong with being single. Let me be clear. So for all the single folks out here on this live, ain't nothing wrong with you being single. You probably good and happy. There's nothing wrong with that. So, but then on the other note, if you have children and you want to be married again, there's somebody for that too. So no, I don't agree with what she said at all, and I think it was out of place. I think it was out of order, and I was very disappointed that because I think that was the first blow up I've had this season where my feelings where I didn't get to control myself like I wanted to, and it was just like, oh, I'm over it. So I was a little disappointed in that, but I went home, went back into my space. Took me a day to get back into my zen and be back in my positive space. So I'm single with 6 children. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. As long as you taking care of your business, you taking care of home, you paying your own bills, you buying your kids their own clothes, you doing all of that, it don't matter. You ain't gotta have nobody. I don't know why society makes us think you have to have somebody. You don't. If you do, great, but you don't have to. It's okay to be single. Um, so that piece of it. And then tonight, you guys also got a chance to see me talk to my good friend Brittany. Brittany and I were roommates in college. We've been friends ever since. Again, me and Brittany don't get into it. Me and Brittany don't be falling out about stuff because Brittany always agree with me. No, matter of fact, I called her ass not too long ago because somebody said something. And I said, "Hold on a minute, hold on." Let me call my friend. I call her, but put on speakerphone, ask her a question. She gonna say, "Oh, I know." Somebody was saying I was spoiled. I was like, I ain't spoiled. I work hard and for anything I want to do, but I ain't around here spoiled. And so I was like, hold on, let me call my friend Brittany because I like people in my life who gonna keep it 100 with me. And I called her and she was like, well, yeah, yeah, Mel, you kind of spoiled. I said, really? She was like, yeah. She said, but it's really like, but what you give or what you expect is also what you give. That's what she said. And so she was like, what you expect you give it to. She was like you like things to be done kind of instantly, but you also do things instantly. If I call you, if I need you, is you there. It's what it is. So my friends don't just always agree with me, but she is a long-term friend. We don't fall out, we don't argue. She know I got her back and vice versa. So to see her tonight and just be able to sit down and apologize for the comments that was made as if she was a babysitter when this girl has been, she was in my wedding. She's been around since forever. We're like sisters. Um, so it was good to have her. Somebody said Wanda's comment about sister wives. Okay, so to address that, first of all, I'm not a sister wife. I've never been a sister wife, and that's nothing I would even agree to. I'm a little too territorial for that. I don't like to share, so that wouldn't work for me. Um, for Wanda, she also said, "Well, you've known for 5 years." Okay, well, let's be clear, that's inaccurate. So the affair had already been occurring 2 years, and I found out when it had already been occurring 2 years. So for 3 years, I gave him an opportunity to get it together. The reason I say 5 years in my song is because that's a total of 5 years. So even before I knew, you had a chance to cut this shit off and do what was right. So that's why I say 5 years. So what we're not gonna do is that's like I was sitting around for 5 years allowing my husband to do what he wanted to do. If that was the case, there would never have been times when I packed up and left. There would never been times when I threatened divorce, when I got my own apartment and moved out. All of this, that's not sister wife uh, moves. So again, if people just think a little bit, instead of trying to go with their own agenda, then it would make sense. Why didn't tell me she was wrong instead of belittling Maurice and Kimmy's marriage? Okay, so first let me say I have had a conversation with Tiffany. Stay tuned. I have had a conversation with Tiffany. Secondly, belittling Kimmy and Maurice's marriage, if that's what you want to call it, that's fine. But I said what I said, which is I think the bigger issue was that it had not been said prior to her versus hearing it from someone in the streets. And that's what I mean. That period. Y'all know y'all be the same way. You don't want nobody coming telling you nothing about your child that went on that you don't know about, and that's what I meant. But act like y'all don't get it. That's cool too. Um, on the Tiffany's, I don't have to be on anybody's bandwagon. The only bandwagon I'm on is Melody's bandwagon. So no, not on a bandwagon at all. But I do try to be a peacemaker. I do try to I do desire and try to have people get along. Now I do that. Absolutely. Absolutely. And then if they get along fine and if they end up not, then that's what it is too. But I do try. Even let me back up. Do y'all remember when Destiny first came on the show? Do y'all remember that? Do y'all remember when Destiny first came on the show? Y'all were dogging the hell out of her. Dogging the hell out of her, dragging her. Just so y'all know. I'm gonna remind y'all. Y'all were dragging the hell out of her. And you know what I used to always say? And I defended her then, and I would defend her now if it was the same situation. Destiny is very sweet. Kimmy, you and Destiny, y'all gonna be okay. Destiny, you and Kimmy, y'all gonna be okay. Y'all really are a lot alike. Y'all will see. Y'all gonna start getting along. That's what I said. Same thing. And when people over here dogging Destiny, same thing. Your friend Destiny, your friend Destiny. Yeah, I was like, well, just get to know her. You'll see. So what's let me just remind y'all of that. Because I'm telling y'all, it's so funny and actually sad, but I understand that, there's an agenda. So um y'all really stick to what y'all want to stick to. Um Absolutely stick to what you want to stick to and believe what you want to believe, you know. How did you find peace? So for me, finding my peace was really one, spending a lot of time alone, which was different for me because I'm an extrovert. So I love people and I pull energy from people. Like I get excited when I get in a room, I get happy, I get excited. And I just like people. I love people. That makes my day. So me spending time alone and actually looking and going within was very different for me. But I found the beauty of it. I found the beauty of it all. And I was like, dang, this is really cool. And I started learning so much more about myself. I started being reminded about who I am. Um, it just helped me. And then staying away from the drama. It was really helpful for me. So peace is there. Actually, I didn't even remember what peace really felt like because I've been in this roller coaster for these 3 years, feeling great, thinking everything's good, then boom, you hit with something. Then when a person is just totally disrespectful to you, And you having to deal with that, and then you wondering why this man is sleeping with you every day and saying they love you and they want to, you know, stay married and do all these wonderful things, and they're not really defending you. It was a lot that I could have allowed to destroy me emotionally, destroy my self esteem, all of that, but I didn't. And so I finally, once I left, got a chance to experience peace. And now I ain't about to change that for nobody. I'm not going to sit here and argue with you. I'm not going to, yeah, I will sit and smile and let you get your stuff out, laugh if I want to a little bit, but I'm not going to be arguing. I'm not going to do it. I'm not. I'm not going to be raising my voice or talking all hard to you. I ain't about to do all that. I'm going to keep everything in my life as light as possible because I've been through too much hell not to. Just keeping it real. How's your friendship with Kimmy? It's fine. Kimmy and I text here and there, like we good. Yeah, we're good. But yeah, like I said, y'all remember y'all was dragging Destiny all across the front of the porch, back of the porch, around the house and back because of Kimmy. Because y'all felt like she was coming wrong at Kimmy. And in those moments, I defended Destiny. And I also, in those moments, told them, y'all gonna be good, y'all gonna get along fine. And they both will tell you that, truthfully tell you that. So that's how when people are like, you ain't no good friend, why don't you go ask them, get the answer. I bet it won't be what you want it to be. Go get their answer. Ask, is Mel a good friend to you? You'd be surprised. What else y'all got before I get ready to get off? Hey, 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 hey. When you stick to your personal core values, yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Great. Keep your head up, Queen. You have a spin off. Pray, honey. Pray, 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 pray. I think for me, what I've been enjoying a lot is, working on things for other people, for them to get shows too. That's been fun. So, you know, sometimes being in front of the camera, you want a break and you be behind the camera. Um, so we'll see. I am proud of you. Do you have a church home? I do. Tiffany came on a blast. So it was a lot. Yeah, absolutely. It was a lot. I'm sure she's learned. She's learned. Everybody who comes into reality TV, there are some things you have to learn, and she will learn. There's a lot that you learn. Some of us have already learned it. I'm sure Destiny learned some things between when she and Kimmy's thing was going on back and forth. You just learned some stuff. But I ain't finna counsel nobody or feel like you just sold this and you don't even know them. Like, not about to do that. Um, let's see. Will Behind Every Man return? I'm not sure. I'm hopeful. I know it did really well, but I know that that was one thing that um, OWN wanted to do during the pandemic. I think it was amazing. It was super, super amazing. A lot of fun. Definitely great to get away from reality TV some and actually do something else that was absolutely amazing. Please get Wanda off the show. Um, Behind Every Man. Are you are you glad Tisha stood up to Wanda? Tisha standing up to Wanda, not. I mean, ain't no. I glad. No, it ain't got nothing to do with me. That ain't my business. If she stood up to Wanda or not, I mean, I don't kick it with them. So if she stood up to her mother or not, it has nothing to do with me. We need to see your mom more. Yeah, she is. My mom is very nice. She is very nice, very grounded. Has always been super, super supportive since I was a little girl. So she's definitely bomb. Why do you keep throwing destinies when the only reference Tiffany behavior is not comparable? Point blank, it's not like she can stay off. She's not. Y'all ain't gotta like everybody on your TV screen. It's okay. It's fine. All I know is what I love is when I meet people in real life who've seen me on TV, they like, "Oh, you're so nice. Oh, you take pictures. Oh, yep, that's me. It is what it is. Everybody, you ain't gotta like people though. You just know you don't know them in real life, and that's what it is. Same thing I said then. When it came to Destiny, you'll see she's sweet, she's cool, she's bomb. Yep. Um, what's your new board? So my new board game is Mel's Talk About a Party. Y'all got to make sure y'all go over and purchase it. It's a lot of fun. A lot of great questions that are going to start some great conversations amongst friends or couples, whoever you're playing with. There's some juicy doggone questions. I ain't even gonna lie. I took my time with those, but it's gonna be bomb. So make sure you get it. Playing like a little girls' night or couples' night or something. Whip that game out. Mel's Talk About a Party, and y'all get into it. How's your brother? He's doing excellent, doing great. He has his own real estate firm, and he's doing very well. Do you ever visit your hometown? Yes, I do visit my hometown. I sure do. Drop the link for the game. So it's masterclasswithmelody.com. You're looking happy. I feel happy. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I just, I wake up every day being as drama free as possible, and it works. It works. So if you find yourself not in a good space, check and see who you have in your circle, who you have around you. Do a self check, a heart check on yourself, and try to figure out. Because I want everybody to be happy. I want everybody to be happy, and you can be. I promise. I promise. Um, let's see. All right. Well, I enjoyed you guys tonight. I guess next week is a part two of Vegas, so I will come back on next week and we can talk about the show afterwards. What have you planned for your birthday? So I will be going to Mexico, Mimosas with Melody in Mexico. I'm hosting the trip. It's 3K. I'm also teaching my master class while I'm there, which is usually 3K as well, but the 3K includes a yacht trip, cocktail hour, pajama party, and your flight. So, and your accommodations in Mexico. So, if you would like to join or go, masterclasswithmelody.com, there's a flyer there. So, come on and join me. That's what I'm going to be doing for my birthday. All right. So, everyone, have a good night. Watch the show again if you would like. It comes on again, I think, in an hour or two. I enjoyed you guys. This was my first YouTube live. I was like, oh, shoot. And I was really excited because, oh, law, that's the tuition. Trips are not cheap. So, depending on what you're doing. So, again, it's a full itinerary. What I will say is go to my website and click it and see the full itinerary. But yeah, I was like, oh shoot, I'm gonna go live on YouTube. Your girl got her email today talking about my channel is monetized. I said, oh shoot, okay then. I said, look at God, just keep on just blessing, blessing, blessing. Video got approved for BET. So hopefully that's going to be airing next week, starting next week on BET. I said, listen, whatever I'm doing, let me keep it up because clearly God is blessing me, honey. I don't care what nobody have to say. I'm going to keep doing exactly what I'm doing because I wake up happy. I feel good. I enjoy life. I go where I want to go, when I want to go, catch a flight to wherever I want to go. And I'm good over here. Like, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. Period. So, yes, God is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. So, anyway, y'all, check out my game, Males Talk About a Party. God Said Go merchandise is also, I'm running a summer special to get rid of my summer stuff. So, there's like 25% off. Check that out on my website. Mimosas with Melody in Mexico, where I'm teaching my master class on property preservation, a multi-billion-dollar industry. I have people resigning from their jobs after just a few months. I have people creating additional streams of income so that they can have financial freedom too. It's bomb. So make sure you guys check all of that out, okay? And until next week, I'll come back on next week after next week's episode, okay? All right, good night, everyone. Now let me see how I'm gonna stop, how I'm supposed to stop the live. I think, oh, that ain't it. Hold on. Oh, that's it. Okay, y'all. Good night.